Okay. Gotta get my caps set. Shoot, this shirt's dirty. Man, nothing better than a cap gun. Oh man. There's just nothing better. I got a lot of things to say this morning. And I hope you guys are patient with me. But Bryan is gonna go on. I got some questions I have to ask. And I know it'll be hard for some of you to answer, but you know, that's the way it is, I guess. I'm gonna start my monologue in a second here. I hope everybody, basically, I hope everybody's okay today. I hope everybody is healthy. We've got stay on track. Mike wants me to stay on track, okay? Now, that's very important, to stay on track, okay? Now, here is a customer that is very, very thorough. His name is Stephen Moore. He has been faithful. This shirt's all dirty. Dang it. Stephen Moore has been so faithful. You know, he is probably the most, how do I want to say it? Punctual. You know, when he buys an auction, I get a check. There's no argument. There's no, okay, it might come, okay, it might be a day delayed, or okay, when will I get it? I always get his check, and that's why I always ship his stuff as soon as he buys it. You know, so when he buys an auction, I went ahead and I always just ship it the same day, because I know that Stephen Moore, okay, is going to send me a check. I'm going to be in here for a little bit today because I want to talk to all my wonderful customers, because I've got an aching question that's on my mind, and I wanted to see if maybe you guys can answer the question. I thought the only way to really do it is to come out here in the shed, or in the vault, and just have a nice talk with everybody. Now, okay, so that set will not fit in there. I asked him to do this out here, but it really didn't get done the way I wanted it to be done, which is fine. Nothing goes right. You can't do this. This is all screwed up. We got too much RC stuff. Sets. Too many sets. Rally sets. We got the Rally, Carrera, Go sets. The Giant Raceway. And we have a failure. We have a failure here. So I bought these things thinking that I was going to sell a bunch of them because they're kind of neat. Now, Kevin W., he thinks I do too many videos on these things, on my little drone things, okay? And he might be right, okay? He might be absolutely right. He could be 100% right. I just think that they're kind of fun, actually. Maybe it's the wrong time to be selling these things. Maybe I shouldn't be selling these things at all. Maybe I got it in my over my head. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's a new battery there. So this is the rocket drone. I've done 7 videos on it, and I haven't sold a single one. Okay, now that to me is a failure. All right, it's a failure in a sense that maybe I'm not as good as I thought I was. You know, maybe I am, half as. Oh gosh, you gotta be kidding. So I'd like to know why Derek always says I have to be funny. Okay? Derek says I always have to be funny. And I'm trying to think, why do I always have to be funny? All right, so here it is. Here's what I wanted to ask you guys. There are a lot of you guys. Right now right now it is 9:30 in the morning, and I have 40 gentlemen across the country, and maybe some women, I don't know. I just, that watch this show every day that it's on. Now, some days we don't have, like last week, I was at a show and I didn't have the most, because I was in Vegas. I was driving home last Thursday. I was driving home. Let's see, last Thursday, yes, I'd be driving home. I was just leaving. I was leaving Las Vegas. But here's the question: why? What is it about this show? Would you say, if it would be one word that you would put on this show, on why you watch this show religiously? Because a lot of you do, and I greatly appreciate you watching James Dean. Maybe because it looks like an adult toy. Ah. Oh my gosh. Now see, like Kevin W. Okay, so Kevin W. is a prime example. So Kevin W. lives in Washington State. Okay, just so everybody, I'm not going to tell you what state or what address, and then I'm not going to go into that detail. But I'm telling you, Kevin W. is watching this in Washington State, and it is approximately let's see, it is 9:30, 9:30, 8:30, 7:30. It's 6:30 in the morning in Washington State, and he is watching this show. Bowling Green. Now what is it? What did I do wrong? Yeah. Hello. 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 Hold on a second. Hold on. I can't hear you. I'm in a vault. What is it now? Yes. Yeah, it's supposed to be delivered there sometime today. Who is it? It's supposed to be delivered there today. This morning, sometime. Can you hear me? I can't hear a word you're saying. Unbelievable. Hello? Hey, you have to talk when I talk, okay? It's supposed to be delivered this morning. Wait. Okay. I know it's terrible internet over there, okay? I get it. Are you over by the house? Okay, I don't know. They're supposed to deliver it this morning. I can't hear you. Can't hear a word you're saying. Can't hear a word you're saying. Can't. You're like. I know there's no internet there. I get it, but I can't have a conversation when I can't hear you. You know what I'm saying? No, I can't. I just heard that, but all the other conversation I can't hear you. What do you want? Yeah, it should be delivered today sometime. All right? Yeah, all right. Oh my gosh. So my question is, I'm sorry for that. So my question is, what is it? What is it that you like? It's flying martial aid. Hello everyone. Hi. I'm Kevin. It's been 12 hours since buying my last slot car. Good morning, everyone. It is interacting with family education. Isn't this? I hate when this does this now, this sponsored stuff crap. You're a great salesman, but the crowds that watches this video is mainly slot car guys. No, I I totally agree. And I know all you guys want me to all you want me to show you is slot cars. Now I did get some cool stuff which we only have samples of. Well, we have them, and these are transformers. Check these transformers out. These are fully articulated transformers, and they're model kits. You put them together. This is Bumblebee, if you didn't know that. All right, that's Bumblebee. Okay, see that Bumblebee? Look at that Bumblebee. You're saying to yourself, I don't care about transformers. I only care about slot cars. Okay, well here's your slot car. All right, so this is a semi. This is a Peterbilt, and this is a truck, a slot car truck that you can put on your track. Like, for example, you could buy the Gold Rush set. You could buy the Gold Rush set, and then you could put the Mayflower on the Gold Rush set and pretend that you're moving stuff to the Gold Rush site. But it has to be more than that. Okay, there has to be more. No, it does not. No, it does not transform into a slot car. It just transforms into Bumblebee. See, let me explain something to you. This is why Transformers, the first movie, was terrible, because Michael Bay overcomplicated the Transformers. The Transformers used to be just kind of like block, where they would block into their vehicle. Now it's all this extra parts and everything that could break, and it doesn't make any sense, basically. And that's what happens when Hollywood decides to destroy your childhood dream. Well, I didn't really get into Transformers until I like Transformers just when I went into the Navy. I thought they were kind of neat. Now, let me ask you a question. How many could tell me who this is? Who is that? How many could tell me who this is? Megatron! Very good! No! Alright, now who is this? Who is this? Who is this? How many can tell me who this guy is? Yes! Starscream! That's great. See, what that shows me is that all of you, I don't care who you are, I don't care what guy you are, you still have... Okay, now here's a good one. Here's a really good one. Who can tell me who this is? Who can tell me who this is? Who can tell me who this one is? Who can tell me who that is? No. Grimlock! Yes! Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. Okay. Now, this is a really difficult one, all right? But if you're in your 50s, you grew up with these in the 80s, okay? I hate to tell you that, but who is this guy? Who is this guy? Soundwave! Okay, so now, that's funny. That is really funny. You know what that shows? And I'm going to explain. That shows that every one of you kind of have a kindred spirit with me, in the sense of you had fun as a kid in the 80s. Okay, now this is the hardest one. Okay, I'm going to show you the hardest one, and you have to tell me who this one is. Okay, who is this? This is the hardest one to guess. Okay. Optimus Prime. That's right. Autobots, let's roll. See, and the problem with Hasbro is they destroyed Transformers for kids. The movies are R-rated or are close to X-rated. They like to ruin things. They like to ruin things. And I'm going to put all these Transformers around the store so people can see. I want to sell these. I want to stick Bumblebee somewhere. We got Optimus Prime. Put Optimus Prime somewhere. Last night I was watching a video, and I know this doesn't have anything to do with anything, but I think you guys watch my video because you like to hear me talk. I think you like just to see me, what my reactions are going to be to something. But I was watching a video about, and it wasn't a long one, it was only 10 minutes long, but it was about them finding the USS Hornet and the history behind the Hornet, an aircraft carrier that was commissioned in 1940 and was finished in January of 1941. And it sank in April of 1942. Now, I just want you guys to grasp that. It was commissioned in 1940, it was finished in 41, and it sank in 42, and they found it. It was upright, it was sitting on the bottom of the ocean, and the conning tower, everything was still on it, and it's just sitting there, okay? You've got a tractor that's literally sitting in one of the bays. Yeah, let's see. Hey, let's see all of your Hot Wheels. Okay, I'm not going to show all the Hot Wheels there, Derek. So Derek has already sent me 5 text messages this morning. Okay, now see, Derek is retired, okay, because I think he had leg problems or something. But how deep was it? 1,700 feet. No, 17,000, I think. Either it was 17,000 or 1,700 feet. Hold on a second. You know, that's a good question. I watched that last night, so I should be able to find it. View all. I watched it last night, and what was really amazing about it was the what I found interesting was that the Hornet, the USS Hornet, found after 82 years, 17,500 feet. World War II carrier USS Hornet. 17,000 feet. They found it in 17,000 feet of water. Okay, now just to understand, about 5,000 is a mile. Okay, so that it's nearly 3 miles in the Pacific. Okay, and I'm around in the background, Anthony. Sometimes I show up in chats. I'm doing okay. Dennis Osborne is doing okay. Good, Osborne. So I was thinking of this. I was thinking, you know, they literally built this ship in North Baltimore, okay? They built it in less than a year, okay? I mean, just think about that. And it was the launch of the B-29s attacking Japan in 1942. Okay, it attacked Japan in 1942 with bombers. You know, people always say, And it is a good scene in the movie Pearl Harbor. Pearl Harbor was okay, but the best movie about Pearl Harbor that's ever been made is Tora Tora Tora. To me, is the best of all of them. They used miniatures. They really did a great job with the miniatures. And matter of fact, this is a little side story. So I took my son Ryan to Las Vegas or to Los Angeles because I won 2 free tickets anywhere in the country because my flight was bumped one day. And so I took Ryan for a week to California to go to Universal Studios. And so we go to Universal Studios and we're doing the tour. Ryan and I are doing the tour, okay? And I look, so we're on the bus, okay? We're on the Universal Studio bus. And I look to my left, and guess what I saw on my left? It really kind of shocked me, okay? Guess what I saw on the left-hand side of the bus, just sitting on the ground on stilts, okay? Guess what I found? Guess what I saw? Yeehaw! Does anybody have any idea what I saw? A bomb. No, I didn't see a bomb. I saw, so I don't know if you've seen the movie Tora Tora Tora. And in the movie Tora Tora Tora, they have Battleship Row. Now, Battleship Row, if you don't know what it is, in World War II in Hawaii, you had all the battleships. These were 6 of our most, now they're all obsolete, by the way. All the battleships that were in Battleship Row in Pearl Harbor were all built in 1900 or 1910, 1920. They all were obsolete, okay, just so everybody knows. Those battleships were obsolete, all right? But anyway, so that was Battleship Row. And in the movie, those were all miniatures, okay? Now, miniatures, well, how small were these miniatures? Well, they weren't small, okay? So when I was in Universal Studios, I looked to my left on the bus, and there I saw 3 of the battleships that were in the movie that they used as the miniatures. Well, they weren't miniatures. These things were full-size boats, almost 20 feet long. That's why it looks so realistic in the movie. I mean, these things were huge. They were probably from the end of that wall all the way outside, fully detailed. Now, obviously, the rain and the weather had taken toll on them, but they were the miniatures. You could tell one of them was, the Nevada, the Arizona. You could tell that they were the battleships. And I say that because, why am I saying that? Oh, yeah. So, we bombed. The Hornet was a launching base after Pearl Harbor because Roosevelt wanted to bomb Japan. And all of his generals in the movie, they say this. It can't be done, President. It can't be done. Doolittle thought it could, and he did. Doolittle did his Doolittle raid. He got all the B-29 bombers, okay? And he bombed Japan. Less than 6 months after they bombed Pearl Harbor, okay? We bombed them. And I guess the reason I'm saying that is when people tell me, I hate this. When people tell me that's impossible, that's impossible. We can't do that. That's impossible. I kind of shake my head. I said, what do you mean it's impossible? How do you define impossible? We just can't do it. We just can't do it. It's impossible, Brian. We just can't do it. And I say to them, no, that's not. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I wish I had his motivation. Well, listen here, Anthony Bateman. Sometimes my like this morning. So this morning I got up and I was dizzy. I have those bad days, like right now. Okay, so just so everybody knows, right now I have my camper in the driveway, okay, And I've been sleeping in the camper all summer long because I can't take it out all the time. So at least I feel like I'm camping. My wife can't sleep upstairs because she's constantly hacking. Okay. And now, once after the Cleveland show, the camper will be put into the warehouse for the winter. And so I'll be sleeping in the house again upstairs. Auction tonight. Yes, there's going to be an auction tonight. I did buy these cars. They were shipped to me yesterday. So these cars, all these cars were shipped to me, okay? Just so all of you know, I hope you can see them. Can you see them? Can everybody see the cars? Can everybody see the cars? Can you see those? And all of these. Most of them are NASCAR. So I purchased those. Got them for a really good price. And hopefully they'll come in tomorrow. We'll start selling those next week. Good morning. Yep. Good. Looks good. Pete, morning. Any GTO cars or bodies in auctions tonight? There could be. GM. I can't believe it. It's Thursday already. I didn't realize until you mentioned the auction tonight. No, it is funny. So I left. This is how fast the week, man. I left Vegas today, last Thursday. I left Vegas. I drove all day Thursday, all day Friday, all day Saturday, and got home about 8 o'clock at night on Saturday. That was my trip. That was my event. Barry, thank you very much, Barry. Barry is a new customer. Barry J3 is a new customer going trout fishing. Now, trout fishing is very, very unique hobby. Trout fishing is because trouts can get very big, okay? Or they can be very small. And you have to know when to catch the trout at the right time. Okay? That's very important. Now, right now, you like that, Dave Matthew? Trouts can be very big or very small. Did you like that, Dave? So we've got a refrigerator filled of all new stuff. What is your problem? Good morning. Who is this? Gary Labonte. Gary Labonte in Vermont?
Yes.
Oh, you wanted to
say.
Yes, you haven't talked to me since June when we were out there.
Well, I called in between maybe once or twice.
Yes, you did. Yes.
I don't like to really call and bother you a whole lot.
Oh, I like you. Yes, Anthony Bateman is watching, and he says hi too. Okay.
All right.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Gary Labonte
That guy.
from Vermont. Vermont is the place where the Bob Newhart show was taking place.
Yep.
A Vermont Inn. Okay.
Yep.
Well, and with Daryl, Daryl, and Daryl.
Yep.
I told my daughter.
Well, when you said trout fishing, I said, yeah, I got to call in today. I said, this is a good chance.
Yep, there. I just like I said, like I said on the live stream earlier, I said there are big trouts and there are small trouts, and you have to know what trout to catch.
And I'll tell you, they've been pulling a couple big ones out from across my house here last few weeks.
Really?
Some good sized trout.
And how big are the big ones?
Oh, probably 15 inches, maybe a little more.
Wow, that's pretty big. A 15-incher? Holy moly.
Yeah, about between a foot, 15 inches at least.
And how's your house doing?
Fantastic. I've actually got some material for the rest of my porch sitting right in my driveway. I'm looking out the window right now at it.
Awesome. How's the I call it the slanting bathroom. How's the slanting bathroom doing?
Well, that's the next project.
I tell you, David loved that house. He always talks about it once in a while about how much fun he had going there and going to Anthony Bateman and going to Peter Pizziazzo and getting our pizza from.
Oh, yeah.
We had so much fun on that road trip, and we want to do another one.
I am so psyched. I still am from that whole adventure.
Well, I appreciate that, and thank you so much. And I'll tell Anthony.
I probably in the next year or so, I'm going to talk to my daughter. I've got it's tax time, so I got to save up, and I haven't been able to actually make an order for a while. So hopefully after that happens, I'll be able to get an order in.
No problem.
I'm sure my club membership's still intact.
Yeah, no problem.
I haven't checked on that in a while.
No problem. Everything should be okay for you, okay?
But, yeah, well, I know you're on the live stream.
I'm on the live. Well, thank you very much.
All the SWAT car people out there, I do watch different guys too.
Well, I appreciate it.
Contact them. I hope when I give you thumbs up on my thing, you said it would work, but I hope it does, because I try to give you thumbs up every time I watch.
Yep, no problem. We'll be here for you, okay?
I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
You guys have a great rest of the week.
Yep. Bye-bye.
One thing.
Yes.
Tell Mac Henry, if he's racing tonight and he's got that yellow car I sent him, tell him to make sure that he just loosens that body just a little bit, because if he doesn't, it's not going to run quite as good as
Oh, all right. I'll let him know if he's racing, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Have a great day,
Yep.
guys.
Bye. That's Gary Labonte. He was the. I went to Anthony Bateman first, and then Dave and I drove up to Gary Labonte's place. Man, I think about that trip now, and how dangerous that trip was, because when I took that trip, I took the Mini Cooper, and I drove the Mini Cooper all the way up into Vermont and into the side roads and all that, not knowing that I had a broken spring and my tire could have been ripped to shred at any time and I'd have been stuck in nowhere land, okay? That's how dangerous that I think back on that. And then not only that, but I drove my Mini Cooper all the way, or towed it all the way to Florida and back with the same tire problem. I mean, think about it. Think about it. So anyway, so today is Thursday, and I was trying to figure out, what did I want to talk about today? and how did I want to engage the customer today. And I was going to do some Bryan's bargains, and I've decided that I'm going to wait for the Bryan's bargains until Monday. So I'm going to try to do at least 3 or 4 Bryan's bargains Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. I want to try to do at least 4 Bryan's bargains Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. Now, I might do 1 or 2 tomorrow if I can get things all organized here. Because right now, things aren't all organized. And I'm going to have to wait until I can get everything cleaned off. Now we still have the Blues Brothers set that just came in. This is a great set. This is if you're looking for a good fun set, this is it right here. This is the set to get. Because it's a great purchase and it's a great set. It's 18 feet of track, okay? It's a lot of track. And this has 2 brand new cars in it, the police car and the Blues Brothers without the speaker. And it's a different Blues Brothers than all the other Blues Brothers cars. So this is a 3rd version of the Blues Brothers. And this is available at ProTinkerToys.com, the new, and then we have a ton of cap guns. These are just some of the caps that we sell. We sell so many caps that we have to restock them every single day. That's how many caps we sell. It's almost disgusting how many caps we sell. Okay, so I'm all by myself here today. Yeah, Bryan Young is by himself today at the store. I'm doing a live stream, but I am still going to answer the phone and ask my customers what do they want. Hello, how you doing? And who is? No, I'm all by. No, Daniel's trying to get his roof finished. See, Daniel did something that I wish he'd have asked me about first. Is he decided to change his roof pitch, which I wish he'd have not done that. But that's hearsay. But anyways, it's his house, and so I can't really tell him what he can't do. So who are you? What do you want? And how can I help you? Captain Fishtail. Now, I can never understand that, but I'm going to put you on speaker so everybody can...
You can't understand what?
I can understand how you got a name Captain Fishtail.
You know what that means?
No, I have no idea.
Come on. It has nothing to do with fishing. It's fishtailing around the corners.
Oh, Captain Fishtail. Now, so do you do that because of Daniel fishtailing?
No,
No.
I always
Wait a minute.
fishtail my cars when I was a kid.
Oh, well, Daniel drifted all the time in the Mini Cooper, in his Aveo.
Yeah, I did it in an old. Oh gosh.
And he always told me he never said he did. But I went to the dealership one day for maintenance, and the guy said to me, he said, "Is your teenage son driving this car?" I said, "Yeah." Why? He says, "Well, he's drifting in it. He's using the emergency brake as a brake." I go, "What are you talking about?" "Well, have you ever seen the movie, what's the movie called? What were those movies? Fast and Furious. Have you ever watched it, And I said, "Well, not really." He says, "That's what he's doing. He's drifting it. He's using the emergency brake as a brake, and it's shot." I was so upset.
Yeah, I'd only use, because I'm from Chicago initially, and in the wintertime when it would snow, you could turn on a dime when you used the emergency brake.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I see. Fishtail. Oh, I get it. Captain. So you were the captain of fishtailing. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
All right.
And I could get any of my AFX cars when I was younger to fishtail run the track.
Yes. Holy moly.
I love fishtailing.
Okay, great. All righty. All right, so this is Captain Fishtail. Yes, how can we help you, Captain Fishtail?
I just paid my invoice for the 2 Tyco cars that I bought from you.
Yeah, I already shipped them out.
Oh, okay. I was going to say they could ship the rest of the the white track that you guys owe me.
The white track?
Yeah.
What white track?
Mac Henry sniffed me half the track I was supposed to get.
What pieces of track are you supposed to get?
The white track.
No, I know. Oh, you mean white?
Yeah, it's bluish. It's like a real light blue, you know.
Oh, it's the snow track.
Yeah.
What pieces are you missing?
I was supposed to get a total of, I ordered 10 of the straights and 8 of the corners, so 2 come in each set, so I was supposed to get 20 of the straights and 16 of the corners. So
Okay.
he only gave me half.
All right, I'll look into that, and I'll tell him to get those pulled, and we'll get those shipped.
Yeah, I mean, if you already boxed it up and get ready, then you don't have to do it. I can wait later.
No, we'll go ahead and get it out. Because then I won't have to remind myself, a couple months from now to do it again. You know what I mean? I want to get it done right.
I told Daniel he could hold off and then ship it when I have another order, which I do have another order when I bought the 18-wheeler.
So normally when
And I bought a bunch of AFX cars, but I got to wait for the 18-wheeler to come in for you guys.
Correct.
To get that too, so.
Correct. All righty. Well, all right. I'll have him look into that, and
if you just want to hold off, I don't care.
All right.
I'm trying to catch it before you ship it.
Yeah. Okay. I got it now. All right. I'll let him know so he remembers.
Alrighty.
Yes. Thank you so much.
All right. I'll see
Take
you
it later
Brian.
for Captain Fishtail. All right, so now Arbuckle has now appeared, and so Arbuckle now is giving us our how do you want to say it? Our intellectual thought. Okay, because Arbuckle is our intellectual thought. Oh man, they smell so good. Holy cow. Now, what Arbuckle doesn't understand about my caps is every time I do a video on cap gun, do you know how many cap guns we sold yesterday? You don't want to know. You don't want to know how many cap guns I sold yesterday. Because it's ridiculous, okay? It's ridiculous. And, it's a wonderful day in the neighborhood. It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood. It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood. Oh, man. Oh, that's a powerful one. Oh, man, I tell you, it's just, I got to do another video of those earlier. All right, so, well, we got 3 people on X now, and normally the people that are on X are real people. It's just that what happens on X is they don't comment because they usually have their phones. Usually it's on their phone, not on their television. So 90% of people that are watching on X, they're watching on their phone. And it's hard to then type comments when you're on your phone. Now, you can do it on your phone on YouTube because the platform is designed to do that. Where X is more of a being the caps to the slot car show. Bring the caps to the slot car show. That might be a good idea to bring some toy guns. Brian, so Arbuckle, you have to restock caps often because you smell too many of them. I go, hey, listen, you know what? These are important because if we sell more, we sell lots of them. You know what I'm saying? Now somebody is outside. We got a dumpster out, so there's a bird outside. All righty, we got that. There you go. Okay, all right. So now Arbuckle. Arbuckle, we have a lot of people that watch off and on. They don't watch all the time. They watch some. They watch. They sign off, and I have to leave today at 1 o'clock. Actually, I'm going to leave at noon. I got to go up and get my Mini Cooper. I got to go pick up my Mini Cooper. My Mini Cooper is finished, and we're going to go pick that up tomorrow, and it should be in good shape. Yippee-yi-ki-e, yippee-yi-yo-ki-yay. And you know what happened? Can I tell you something that happened? How many people are on X? 6? Wow, we got a lot of people on X. Is that 6 or 0? That's 6. Wow. So Adam Hurt just said, you better take us on that nerd road trip or I won't be happy. Unbelievable. Well, you can just go pack sand, Adam Hurt. What was I going to say? So I bought, gosh, when did this happen? I bought GE stock 5 years ago, I think. I bought like 20 shares of GE stock, okay, just for the fun of it. And all of a sudden, my GE stock split into 3 different stocks, okay? And I think I spent $1,000 on these stocks. Anyways, these 3 GE stocks, or they literally have one of them just literally has exploded. It's like, what the heck, you know? I tell you, Adam really, I think, is crazy. I think he's losing his marbles. So anyways, take us on the slot card thing. No, I'm not going to take it. You're supposed to sell them, not smell them. No, it's called promoting them, Arbuckle. Like, for example, like right now. So I'm going to do a cap gun commercial, okay, to sell more cap guns, Arbuckle, because when I put it on YouTube, Facebook, X, and True Social, we generate more sales. Okay, it's called advertising. So I'm going to do a very funny one. Okay, so I got to turn X. So if you want to watch me do the commercial, okay, you have to turn on X to watch me. Okay. Daniel is working on his house today. He's trying to get, Jesse had to go. Oh, Derek, not now. I'm trying to do a video. What? Now what? What, Derek?
I want to see some Hot Wheel cars, man.
Okay, here. There's a Hot Wheel car. There's a Hot Wheel.
It's funny. Just do something funny.
Oh my gosh. Goodbye. Oh, okay, I'll be funny. Unbelievable. Okay, so we're going to do a short. And this one's going to be very serious, okay? I want to try to come off as a very serious person, okay? All right, so I need to get another roll cap just in case. Now, again, the reason I have to go off camera. Oh, come on. I'm not answering, Adam. I'm not answering. I know that was I tell you, you are unbelievable. Why are you doing this? Who is this? Bennett. Oh, I'm not coming now. I've decided we're not coming. What do you want? What do you want?
Tell everybody about the famous ProTinker 500 and the races.
The races, yes. Well, we're 3 weeks away yet, and I was going to start doing. See, you have to. This Greg, you need to.
Yeah, this is Greg. Greg.
Okay, so all right, I gotta go. Somebody just came in. I'll call you in a minute, okay? Call me back.
Bye.
All right, so I just had we just had 2 preppy boys come in here, okay? These are guys that work for Ryan, okay? They think they're hot, stuff in school, and what grade are you in?
Freshman in college.
He's a freshman in college, so again, he thinks he knows everything. And what about you?
I'm in the Air Force.
You're in the Air Force? Not yet.
First year Air Force, yeah.
No, you haven't gone to boot camp yet. Have you gone to boot camp?
No, sir.
All right. You're calling me sir, and I'm a petty officer. Unbelievable. And why are you here?
To use the restroom.
You got to be kidding, right?
No, sir. No.
So you're here just to go to the bathroom?
Yeah, we're working on the house.
Oh, you're working on the house.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. They work for Ryan. They do the mattresses. They deliver mattresses.
Yeah. Where's the bathroom?
Right there in the corner, and the other one's over there.
Okay.
There's 2 of them. All right, so Bennett says, don't forget about the slot car show, and take us to HO Slot Car King. Ha ha ha. You're supposed to sell them, not smell them. That's not necessarily true, because the more I shoot, the more I sell. All right, so every time I do a commercial with my cap guns, I sell them. You know what I'm saying? Arbuckle? Do you understand, Arbuckle? Arbuckle, do you understand? Do you understand, Arbuckle, that when I'm using the caps, I'm promoting them, and people see them and they want to buy them? It's part of the show. I wish I could have stopped at Arbuckle's house. I would say that is the most disappointing thing about my trip to Vegas, was I was not able to stay at or stop at Arbuckle's. Okay. And I was very disappointed that Arbuckle did not want me to come visit him. And it was one of my down points. And I wish I could have gone to Arbuckle's. We are pouring concrete. I see he's pouring concrete. He must be do some major renovation, okay? And so I think that's about it. All right, so I want to do this one, and I'm going to go over some cars. So give me a second here. I got to film this video first. And we're going to turn the camera. I'm going to turn the camera this way, because I want to be pointing into all the guns. And so we have a good shot here. Now, you guys can't see me because I can't show cap guns on the live stream, okay? Because that is not permitted. But I can show them when I'm doing the video, okay? And we have some guns out. We should have all the guns. None of the guns are out. And hold on a second. I'll be right back, guys. these guns, and none of them. Shoot.
How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Good.
He's got just about everything you could think of.
Ah.
Oh, sound of old age.
Yep, it is. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is we're going to do a video here, guys, of the 99.
Gonna make a little video, huh?
Yes, I'm going to make some videos. How you doing?
Good. We were just over there with Dave, A-Tech.
Oh, you're at A-Tech?
Oh, put it down.
I might let my daughter skip school and come down here
Well,
on
look-
a trip with me.
Look at this
Go ahead.
little room here.
Yeah, that has all the models and everything else down there.
How you doing?
You wash your hands?
Yep.
You better have. You know what happened?
What?
Oh, my son David and I almost flipped out. So, and I told this story last week. So we were driving across oh, I can't show a gun on the live. Oh, I'm gonna be banned. Oh my gosh. Let's see if I'm showing the gun.
It's funny because
So anyway,
oh, go ahead.
So we're in where we go to Love's, okay, gas station, and I go in there and I do my number one, okay. I'm and then a kid comes in, and does his number one, and so but before he does finish, I come out and the guy's there cleaning the place, and the other kid, he comes out and he walks right out the door, and I looked right at the guy and I goes, "Do you see what he just did?" He goes, "Yeah." I go, "Unbelievable." He walked right out of the bathroom without washing his hands. And then he expects me to hold that door. He just touched it.
That's crazy.
It's disgusting. And so David, the rest of the trip, I would come into the bathroom. It's filled with guys and all that. And David is at the urinal. And I go, "Don't forget to wash your hands, because if you don't wash your hands, I'm going to knock you in the head." And a guy was in the toilet there taking a dump. He laughed. He goes, "Ha, ha, ha, ha." He laughed when I said, "All right, what are you getting the roof done? Don't fall.
All right.
You got the right kind of clothes on?
Somewhat.
I hope you don't mind them getting dirty."
Nah, I don't.
What car do you have?
We have a van.
What van? Harrisburg Mattress?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. All right, see you guys later. So, all right, so these don't want to work in that gun for some reason. I think the gun is broken. But I think the smaller one is available. I think a smaller one I can use. Holy cow. Oh, why is everybody calling me today?
Because you're busy.
Everybody is calling today. Hello?
Hey, Brian.
Yeah.
Hey, Ben in Jacksonville.
Yes.
Yeah, on my address, you put the address right, but the billing address is wrong. Is that going to matter?
No, that's not. That's the old address. Or that's the old address.
Yeah, you didn't switch that to 3630.
No, don't worry about that. That's just billing.
Okay, so long as the mailman don't mess it up.
No, he won't see that on the invoice.
Alrighty.
That's just internal. That's just internal for us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okie doke.
Okie doke.
How you doing? All right.
I'm doing good. Very good today.
All right. Did I get shipped out?
It's getting packed up today. They got busy yesterday. We had a bunch of orders come in yesterday.
All right, brother.
It's all sitting on the table ready to be boxed up, okay?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Okay.
All right, now maybe I might be able to get this video done. So those caps are different than these caps. These are 8 shots. And the 8-shot cap thing has a lot of power in them, and they break the plastic thing. And I'm wondering why that does that. They actually split the gun. But I had all these guns here that I was using as samples, but whenever I go look for them, they're all gone. Here we go. Here's a Magnum, or I want another gun to show the guns we have, but somebody has taken all my guns away from me. And I don't know why these 8 shots just... They're so powerful. These 8 shots, they're so powerful that they're melting the plastic, so it's hard for it to rotate. You know what I mean? Gosh. Holy cow. Oh my cow. Man, those are just potent. All right, let's try this again. All right, we're going to do it right now. We got 20. So we went from 6 people that were watching on X to 23 people on X. All right, so here's the deal. We carry the largest selection of cap guns in the country. There's nobody else that's carrying more cap guns than I am, okay? That's all there is to it. Now, they might have them, but do they have them in stock? That's the other question. So let's do a video, okay? Hi there, this is ProTinkerToys.com. And I am the Professor Tinker, Bryan. Right there, there's my name, okay? And we have right here the selection of our cap guns. You're saying, what's a cap gun? Well, a cap gun is a die-cast toy cap gun. It has an orange tip on it. These are all replicas of 19 60s cap guns that were made in Spain. All these guns are made in Spain. And that's the important, none of these are Chinese cheap plastic and cheap metal guns. These are high quality die-cast cap guns that are made in Spain. And baby, do they sound it. And so I just want to give you an idea of what one looks like. This is the gun right here. It's very simple. This is all die-cast metal. It's a two-sided, okay? And it has a mechanism that you press right here to open it up to show. Now, this is a 12 shot. So this will shoot 12 caps, okay? And it doesn't shoot it. It just sounds like a cap. And so you go like this, and then you pull the trigger, and you hear the caps. Ready? Well, there's no caps because I've already shot them off. I've already shot all 12 caps. So let's put a new ring. These are the rings. It goes right here like this. Very simple. Now, there's one thing you always want to do to your gun is you want to oil it right here. That's the oil hole. And you keep that oiled and your gun will be perfect. Because then you can do this, okay? Listen to this. Oh, smell that. Oh my gosh, kids in the house. Hey, I got you. And then you just open it up. And you take out the old unit. Just like that. And you put in a new one. Actually, I think it's this one's the new one. No, that one was the new one. And you now can shoot your cap gun. All the cap guns are die cast. That's important. Number one. Number two, we sell all the caps for the cap guns. We sell them in 5-packs, 10-packs. The best way to buy them is the 5 and the 10. You get more for your dollar, plus it's cheaper on shipping. Okay? And what's really nice about these is they're very durable. And they're available at ProTinkerToys.com. And check out all the other toys we have. Now, I don't know if I like that commercial or not. Brian is not as good of a cowboy name like Maverick. Yeah. Can you believe my son named his son Maverick Wolfgang? Maverick Wolfgang Young. That's his name. Maverick Wolfgang Young. What type of kid is that going to be in high school? Hey, Maverick. Wolfgang, come here. Yeah, what the heck? We'll save this. We'll go ahead and keep it up. And so I just want to give you an idea of what one looks like. This is the gun right here. It's very simple. This is all. The more videos I do on guns, the more we sell. Okay. So we got 25 people watching on X. Okay. Now most people on X don't comment. They don't like commenting. Hello. Now, one guy just finally said hello. Okay. And I will say hello back. Most people on X do not comment, all right? They just are listening on their phone, and they don't want to necessarily comment. Die-cast cap guns. Get them now while they last. All right, so let's let that upload. So Daniel is fixing the roof at his house. And I hope he knows what he's doing with his roof. Oh my goodness gracious. See the pitch of the roof. Let me see if I can draw that for you. the pitch of the roof of the house was what was it? I used to have paper here. Oh, here it is. So the pitch of the roof. So here's his house, okay? I'll try to do a good draw enough for you. So the original house was this part here. This was the original house, and it had original standard roof. Then they added on, and this roof really kind of was it's a low pitch like this, okay? Because this was added on, and this was the pantry, okay? All right. And so what he's doing is he's instead of this pitch here, he's going all the way up here and adding a pitch to go down there like that. That's what he's doing. He's taking the pitch from here to here all the way down. Now, I'm not going to question him what he's doing because he's very good at building and constructing and everything, so I'm not really worried about it. You know, it's his house. So we have 644 views on our video, and we uploaded our latest video, and your videos, shorts. This is ProTinkerToys.com, and I am the Professor Tinker, Bryan, right there. There's my name. Okay. This is ProTinkerToys.com. I think Adam is losing his mind. I really do. I think he's losing his mind. How many of you guys want to see? Now, I'm not going to be able to do on X. Well, here's I could either take my phone and show you on X, or I can, let's see. I got to do one or the other, because right now I have 31 people on X, which is kind of a record. We have 52 people on YouTube. How many want to see Daniel's house? I'll just ask the question. Just a thumbs up if you want to see his house. Okay, so X, I can't do both of the live streams. I can't hold both phones. All right? That's the problem. And the internet is really bad down there. So how do I do this? I can't hold the phone and the iPad at the same time. I can do it on my iPad, but I can't take my All right, so what I'll do is, hold on. Okay, so we're going to do the impossible, okay? Are you ready for the impossible? Is everybody ready for the impossible? All right. Are we ready for the impossible? So I'm going to take my TikTok or my X and my YouTube. Here's my X and my YouTube. You both are seeing each other, okay? Say hi to YouTube or X. Say hi to YouTube. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take my X and I'm going to put it on the phone mount. There's a magnet that holds right onto it, okay? And we can turn that around and we can show the road, okay? So that's what he's doing. No idea. I don't think he has any idea what he's doing. No idea. Okay. We have 31 people. I don't know if I have actually 31 people, but I think I do. Now, I did have 50 people on X, on YouTube, but we've lost most of those people. And that's Adam's fault. It's really Adam's fault. You know, I had 50 people and now I have 28. So I lost, according to Adam, because of Adam, I lost half of my audience. Okay, because I wanted to go and do that, or he wanted me to go do that. I'm here, you know. Oh, fine. What a loser! What a loser! Unbelievable. I give up sometimes. I really do. It's almost like, okay, so it's 11 o'clock. What is 11 o'clock time? What does that mean? What is 11 o'clock time? What does that mean? What does that mean, 11 o'clock? Can anybody tell me what 11 o'clock means? Huh? Can anybody tell me what 11 o'clock means? To get back on track. Can anybody tell me what 11 o'clock means? Adam Hurst, break room back. Unbelievable. You know, I really beginning to believe that Adam really likes to insult me. I think Adam likes to insult me. And I don't know why they don't put these back up. No one ever does anything correct around here. You know, nothing's done correct. Unbelievable. Food time. We got our donut time for the donuts. 11 o'clock is donut time. My donuts. Okay, and when I have my donuts, you have 4 new messages. When I have my donuts, I don't like to eat my donuts with my teeth in, so I take them out. Yes, Coca-Cola, a Mexican Coca-Cola. Mm. Oh, yes. Oh. You can eat two at a, no, I don't want to eat two at a time because that means they're going to be gone faster. And I want to do one at a time to enjoy every bite. Don't forget your 55 Bel Air Black Nomad. I did. The Nomad. Hey Siri, how many 1950 Bel Airs were sold? Hey Siri, how many 1955, oh no. Hey Siri, how many 1950s Bel Airs were sold? Hey Siri, during the 1950s, how many Bel Air were sold? Well, that's kind of interesting. Hey Siri, how many 1955 Bel Airs were sold? 186,000. Wow, you really think about that. That's not a lot of cars. You really think about that. That's not a lot of cars. So, let's give you guys an update on something. So these are orders that we have gotten today. And we just had a cap gun sale. Cap gun, a rifle. We just sold a rifle. when you say Siri, how okay, funny how my phone goes to answer you when it's sitting here. LOL. Hey Siri, what are you doing? Hey Siri, are you real? I'm not a person or a robot. I'm software here to help. Hey Siri, do you think you do a good job at what you do? Sorry, I don't understand. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. How well do you do your job? I'm virtual assistant. That means I get to help people and I talk to you. And it's pretty great gig. See, the problem with AI, which you can't get people to understand this. So I had 53 people before I decided to go on this trip to Daniel's house, and I lost half of my customers today. We still have the Thunderjets. These are beautiful cars. These are the 1974 Mustang Boss 429s. 429s, Boss 429, SC 411. And that is the Ultra G assortment. Ultra G. 411 Thunderjet. And then we have the Chevy Nova SS. Chevy Nova SS. Chevy Nova SS. Another sweet looking car. And that's SC411. And then we have my favorite. I love this car because it always sells. You know what's funny about this car? So this car, it doesn't matter how long I have this car, sooner or later it will sell out. And that is car number 3 or 2 or 4, which is the Pony Express, Pony Power, which is the Javelin. The Javelin. Slot cars. These are slot cars, guys. And this is an extraction chassis. It doesn't matter how long I have these, okay, they will sell out. Because they've come out with about 6 of them and they're all sold out. Let me answer this phone for somebody to see if I can bother him. See, he's watching the live stream and he's not turning the sound down. The only person that does that is Anthony Bateman Sr., okay? Hello?
Hey, Brian, how you doing?
Scott Brown. Hi, Scott Brown. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm not doing too bad.
Yes, how can I?
I'm just wondering if, do you have any Goodyear blimp inflatables?
Goodyear blimp, what?
Inflatables, like I'm looking for like a 12-inch.
No, they used to make this. They used to make this helium blimp that you could buy. Man, this was 20 years ago. Actually, 25. I used to have it at the old ProTinkerToys store. It was actually a giant blimp. You inflated it with the helium and then you controlled it. But I haven't seen one of those out in years.
Okay. I figured if you did, I've called around. I figured if anybody would have it, it would be you.
I used to have them at my old store. And they were made by A-Tech or what was it called? Helotech? I can't think of the guy's name. But I had it at my old store back in 2001.
All right, well, thank you very much.
You're much, Peter. Thanks a lot, Peter. So I just helped another customer there. Peter, right, Peter? All right, so the next car is probably the best 2 cars. And that is the silver and the blue Firebird, Pontiac Firebird. These are a must if you're going to go into collecting. Both of these are just beautiful cars. Just beautiful. Look at these things. These things are just, they scream beauty. Absolutely beauty. Absolutely beauty. They are the 1977 Pontiac Firebird. 1977. That was the year of Bandit. That was the year a lot of movies came out in 77. That was a good year, 77. It was right after the our 200th year anniversary, 1976. I was in Connecticut most of the time in the summertime with my dad. My mom hated me going to my dad's for the summer. But she couldn't do anything. I wanted to go see. I like to be around my dad when I was a kid. Especially when I went, especially as a teenager and a younger kid, like 9, 10, 11, 12. I always liked to be around him. He was always a great guy. I know he had a womanizing problem, and that's why my parents split up, but he was always a great guy. You know what I'm saying? He was a smart individual. And I remember later in life when he came to my shed, this was back in 2002. He came to my shed, he come to visit me, and he stayed at the shed, and I'm out in this shed kind of just tinkering around, and he's sitting in a chair, and he's seeing all the Legos, all the toys and everything. He goes, "This is what you do for a living?" I go, "Yeah, Dad, I sell toys." He goes, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah, yes, Dad, this is because I worked for Irwin Toy at the time. And he goes, "This is what you do?" I go, "Yeah, I sell toys." And there are toys all over the shed, and he couldn't, I don't know if he really grasped it, but he just kind of realized that this is what I do. And then almost, 10 years later, I go down because I was on a road trip with SCX, and I hit the southern states. I was visiting hobby stores all over the South, and I stopped at his place. I bought him a flat screen TV for his birthday, and he just loved that television because he never had a flat screen TV. And so I bought one, a 32-inch for his room, his lounge, which that's where he would sit and watch TV and just relax. He didn't do much. He did some golfing, but anyways. So that's my dad, and that's what's in the 70s. I don't have any bad memories of my youth. Not at all. I don't. There's not one time in my life that I would say was a bad memory that that I wish I could have done over again. Everything that's happened in my life has been pretty okay, And I married my wife, which was probably the best thing that I ever did. Kathy. And I think we've been pretty happy over the years. I think losing 2 of our children was pretty hard for us, but I think God gave us the strength to adopt 4 more. Not most people do not stay married after losing your second child. Let me just make that clear. Okay. I do, Brian. That was a rough. Brian. Oh, the blizzard of 78? Are you kidding me? Ha! Let me tell you that story. So the blizzard of 78. So I woke up that morning, okay, in the blizzard of 78. I woke up and I looked out the window. I looked out the window of my bedroom and I couldn't see out the room. I literally could not see. I couldn't see the. I couldn't see the road. I couldn't see out the window. That's how the blizzard just trashed or how much snow had come down. So this was my neighborhood. Across the street, I had my Ford Mustang parked right here. I had my Ford Mustang parked right here across the street. Okay, in the force increasing driveway. He allowed me, I don't know why he allowed me to do that. Anyways, the snow had gotten so deep. This is a house right here. This is a garage. This is the roof. And the snow had gotten so high, you could walk from across this house to this house. This was all snow, okay? That's how much snow fell in Bowling Green, because we were a trap. Bowling Green was a trap because you literally had 50 miles of snow blowing and then all of a sudden getting stuck in Bowling Green. That's how much snow was in Bowling Green. Feet, not inches. It was feet of snow. 6 feet, 7 feet, 8 feet of snow. We didn't go to school for an entire week because they had to dig the rural Mac was a rural carrier. He couldn't go deliver mail for 2 days, and that's unheard of for the mail, because you couldn't get to the post office box or to the mailboxes because they were all gone. Plows were plowing them over, and he didn't have any place to put the mail. He had to go up to all the houses and give the mail. I remember him telling me he hated the blizzard of 78. The blizzard of 78. That happened in January or February and March, I think, of 78. Oh my gosh. And I was going into the Navy 3 months later in June. The blizzard of 78, another great memory. And Greg Redmond, I think it was the first night or maybe the second night, because we were always talking to one another. And I said, hey, let's walk up to Kroger's. So Kroger's was about a mile away. We had to go down Haskins and then Poe Road. We had to walk down Conneaut to Poe, and then Poe to Main Street, almost a mile and a half. And on each side of the road, the snow was 6 feet deep, taller than me. That's how much snow was. That's how much snow we couldn't walk on sidewalks because there was no sidewalks, because the snow was like a wall. You were going down like this, like here, like walking down this hall. Both sides were snow. Now, as wide as the road, they did get the roads cleared, but the roads still had tons of snow on them. And we walked all the way to Kroger because we wanted to get a bunch of junk food. Because I had my TV in my room, so I had my own television in my room. That was the color television that my sister Dora helped me buy at JCPenney's in 1978. And those are the days. Those were the days. And that is I meant to tell you. So this is the what cars? Yeah, we are showing off. These are the Chevy Camaros. Chevy Camaros. Oh, cars were stuck everywhere. I mean, my sister was a nurse, and they had to go get her using snowmobiles. It was the worst snow disaster in Northwest Ohio, and there's never been one as worse as that. Okay, you've had snowstorms now that come and go, but not as bad as the blizzard of 78. Blizzard of 78. You had to live through it to experience it. That's all I'm telling you. The blizzard of 78. Oh, it was rough. Rough. Are you kidding me? I mean, I looked out of my bedroom window. I don't know what day it was. Monday, Tuesday. I don't know what day it was. Because I was thinking, is there snow? Is there school? Because I drove to school. And I looked out my window. I couldn't see outside the window. And I said to myself, there's no school today. There's no way there's school today. And then we had a fence in the backyard. Okay, we had a fence in the backyard that fenced in my sister's dog. Okay, and it was electrified. The fence was electrified, so if Jeb would try to get over the fence, it would die. It would get electric. So it'd stay inside the yard. So there was a fence all the way around the yard, and the fence was about 4 feet high. The snow was so deep that you didn't need the fence anymore. There was no fence anymore. The snow had just covered it. So we walked out of the house. You were on top of 4 feet of snow, all over the entire backyard, everywhere. It was snow everywhere. There was there was so much snow. I don't understand it. Get chains and dry. Yeah, that's when chains were popular. And then they put studs in tires, and now there's nothing on tires because you have front wheel drive, a lot of that. All right, so the next car, we're moving right along. Pony Power, which is the last car, which is the 2015 Ford Mustang GT. Another great car, the Ford Mustang GT. Ford Mustang GT. Pretty sweet car. Ford Mustang GT. Then we have the SC408, which is one of my favorite assortments, is the Impalas, the black and the lime green Impala. You can't drive through 6 feet of snow of drifts. Oh, that's exactly it. See, that is the problem. That was the problem with the blizzard of 78, is that the snow was blowing for almost 50 miles. Then you have new snow coming down. Then you have all that snow being blown. And when snow comes to an obstacle, that's where the drifts come. And Bowling Green was an obstacle. The highway were an obstacle because of the fencing and everything. So it created this perfect environment of making blizzard or drifts everywhere. There were drifts everywhere. That's why all the houses, there was so much snow, the houses just connected. You couldn't even see some houses because they were completely buried in snow. Oh, we were snowed in. The only reason that we had any mobility is because, number one, Mac was a postal clerk or a rural carrier. And so he had priority on making sure his yard or his driveway and his ability to get to the post office was higher than most other people. Scroll for old comments. Hello back. Yeah, hello back. Yeah, right. Okay, so these are the SC408 assortments, and this is the Bel Airs, or Impalas, I mean, is similar to the Bel Airs, very similar to the Bel Air. And that is the Impalas, 1962 59 Impala. Because 59 Impala, matter of fact, I think I showed this to people before. The 59 Impala is very similar to this right here, the 19... Oh, wait a minute, where is it? Oh, man, that stinks. Holy cow, who did that? Oh, my gosh, Brian, you're the one that's standing here. You can't do that in front of everybody else. Holy moly, here it is right here. All right, so here's a car. So this is the Bel Air. This was the 59 Impala. It had some wings, but the wings were kind of flattened. And then this is the 1962 Bel Air. All right. Look at the Bel Air, how that changed. And then this is the 57. The 57 Bel Air. Or no, well, let's see, where is that? 57. We don't have a 57 Bel Airs. Whenever they came out, they sell out, except for mine. So mine are the only ones. So if you look at the 57 Bel Airs, look at the 57 Bel Air, and that's the 50. This is the 62 Bel Air. How much of a difference they did, the cars. Look at that. See the difference they made in those cars? And then we still have these. These are SC380. SC390. 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 SC408, SC502, SC380, 360. And then we have the Bree cars. And we have the chrome. We have the original Bree cars, which are, these are all the blue ones, number 3, number 85, and 46. These are still available. And then we have the third car, or the second car. Actually, this is the first car of the SC408. 408 cars. Those are the Impalas. 1959 Impala. It was almost the, they made a complete change in 59. It's like they had a complete makeover of how their cars were going to look in 1960. It is kind of amazing how the 1950 cars look completely different than the 1960 bodies. It's almost like the bodies got wider and longer, where the 50s were kind of squatty and tall. You know, they were the, you know, they looked like this. They were short and tall. And that's SC417. And then you have I think a classic car. This is just a classic car because there's only 11 of them or 10 different made. There were only 10 of these cars made. And these are the Thunderbolts, the Ford Thunderbolts, 1964. I mean, you could actually call the Fairlane is really the Thunderbolt. It's similar, but it's the Thunderbolt is a specific name for that car. And we still have some of these available right now if you want to buy them. All this stuff is available right now at ProTinkerToys.com. And then we have the Cream de la Crop, which is probably the most popular muscle car, drag car, a kid racer, which would be the Ford Coupe, the Gasser. It was used so many times in different cars. Every time we get these, we sell these out. You want to get yours on order right now. This is SC408, 408, SC408. You want to get yours on order now. You want to be a part of a great team. Then we have the Chrome Samba Bus 412. Now, you're not telling me that's a beautiful car, the Samba buses? This is a great car, the Samba bus. Look at that. Isn't that sweet looking? The 50s generator had a lighter belt line. Yeah, I would have to agree with you, Arbuckle. I don't like to agree with you, but yes, I would have to agree with you. I don't have anything against Arbuckle. Arbuckle is he's what you call a engineer. He is a chemical engineer, and therefore he looks at everything from an analytical viewpoint. And there's nothing wrong with that. I just think that sometimes. But I don't have anything. But Arbuckle is very funny. The 50s generally had a lighter belt line. Okay, funny. Weight maybe ill just the donuts. Each week, Mac moves the tracks too narrower. Yes, the shelves are closer together. No, they're the same distance. The shelves have not changed distance at all. The only difference is I'm getting fatter. I hate to say it, but you know what? When I get to the point where I can't walk and I waddle, I might consider holding off on my donuts. Well, actually, you know what? Here's the point, guys. You know, I'm 50, I'm 65. Oh, so here, you want to hear my Social Security issue? You can't make this stuff up. You know, okay, so I filed my Social Security online, which I don't think you should be allowed to do. I think everything that you do with Social Security should be in person in front of somebody. So I go to this, I go online, I go in there first, Social Security, and she says you should go online and file your retirement. So I go online back in July 19th. I fill it out and I submit it. It says it's going to be out 30 days. So it's been 30, 60, 90. It's been since June, July, August, September, now October. I call them yesterday. I go, now I haven't heard anything about my claim and everything. She goes, well, you're not supposed to be getting your benefits until next year. I go, no, I scheduled up in July. He goes, no, something must happen because you're not supposed to get your benefits until July of 26. No, I filled it out July of 25. She goes, well, I don't know how that happened, but and the other thing is, this is more than 6 months in your retirement, and that computer was not supposed to receive it. So there was an error in the system. They didn't kick it out, but it wasn't fixed. So she said, Brian, I got a hold of your agent that's covering your file. She lives in Pennsylvania. I can't give her a name or address. She will contact you within a week. If they don't contact in a week, call me back. And she was very pleasant too. I said to her, you are very pleasant to talk with. Thank you very much for helping me. And so she took care of all my needs. She said, give us a week. Okay. Because they have to and then I found out that I'm actually going to get Social Security, for the 3 kids that we have living with us still. So not only Social Security am I going to get, but I'm going to get it for Frankie, or David, and Missy. So hopefully that gets all filed out here in the next month. Oh, and also she said, now you'll start getting it from the time you filed. So, you'll get one big check. So, June, or July, August, September, October, that's almost 4 months of Social Security that I'll be getting all at one time. Now, I mean, that'd be nice, but it doesn't really matter. And these are the next most popular. These are the pink Camaros. Beautiful car, very high I will get a lump sum. And that is Pony Power. Those are Pony Powers and Cars and Coffee. And now this is a very I'm going to show you something. What time is it? We got a couple more minutes. I'm going to show you something that was very disappointing. Okay. And I honestly thought more of these would sell than they did. Because they really are not selling at all. And I don't know why. Hello. Hello, everyone. Yes, good morning. Jeff's N-Scale Trains. We don't sell a lot of trains, Jeff, but we appreciate you watching our live stream. That's burning a hole in that pocket, LOL. Brian will be at Harbor Freight in no time. Don't you get your lump sum? How does your buyer know the import tax amount on a slot car from you in Canada? That doesn't count for retail sales. There's no tax on retail sales. Just so you know. Okay, so is everybody understanding? So this assortment was very disappointing. And there were four cars in this assortment. But for some reason, this was just not a popular assortment. You had both of the comic book versions of the Batmobile, which you had a black one and a blue one with chrome and one with yellow. Okay, this was their last Batman. This was the last really, because they can't do Batmobiles anymore. They could do them. They just don't call them Batmobiles. Just call them, superhero cars. Everybody knows what this car is. Everybody knows what this car is. Okay, they know what this is. It's the Batmobile, and they have to license this through Warner Brothers, DC. Unbelievable. And the other ones, these are the ones from the TV series. The other two are from the comic book. These are from the TV series. And we still have these in stocks. It's really funny that these don't sell as fast as they should have sold. I've always been wondering why they're a slow seller and not as fast paced as other cars have. Most of all the other cars that we have are a lot of we got some empty trays. We got to fill these trays up before we go to the Cleveland show. And we have the Ford Escort. We still have the Ford Escort. This is still a very rare car. That's a Ford Escort. The only car in this assortment that we sold out was the Datsun 620. It sold out immediately. The 510, not so much. We still have some of the 510s. But the original Datsun, that was the first car they ever did of the Datsun. And then we have, here's one cars we still have in stock. These two cars we still have in stock. We still have this car in stock. The 42 and the number 1 of Transamerica. We finally sold out of the Sunco car, but this assortment we still have in stock, which is really quite amazing. I've had this car since 2021. This came out 4 years ago. And most people would say, well, Brian, you really shouldn't have any of these cars anymore. And I would agree to you. I would agree with that. But you know what? How do people finish buying their collection if they can't get a car. You know what I'm saying? And we got the Bree car, we got the Botson, the 240Z, that's sold out. We got the Baja 407, 403, the American, or the American Finest. You got all four of the American Finest. You want to add these cars to your collection, the American Finest. A lot of the Monte Carlos. Plymouth Fury. The Blazer. The Monte Carlo. '78 Plymouth Fury. That's a different Fury. Look at this. Look at how the body's changed. So that's a 1957 Fury, and that's a 1978 Fury. Do these two cars have anything look like anything together? Look at that. Do they look anything alike? Not at all. Man, 1957 Fury to the 1978 Fury. That was the year I went into the Navy. Hell's bells, baby. Hell's bells. Hell's bells in the Navy. Oh, say, can you see that we have... I just can't afford these cars anymore. With the tariffs and everything, it's kind of killing us. It's a kind of killing us. What are we going to do here, huh? What do you think we should do? Huh? You know, people argue about this all the time. You know, what are we going to do? Do we become a vassal state where nothing's made in America and we make everything out of country? That's the question you have to answer yourself. How much do we want to make in the United States versus how much do we want to make other places? Do we want to make it all in America, or do we want to make it in every other country? That's the question you have to answer yourself. That's the question you have to answer. You know, it's like somebody just was making the comment that that this company right here, Sharpie decided to make all of their Sharpies in America again. So in Tennessee, they reopened one of their factories and they're starting to make all their pens, all their Sharpies back in the United States. The only thing they're not doing right now is the felt tips, and they're going to start bringing those back too. So all your Sharpies are now made in America. You know, it's not like it's not like I'm saying that, I mean, nobody should be saying, well, that's bad. Nobody should say it's bad for us wanting to bring jobs back to America. Would you agree with me that bringing jobs back to America, it would be a good thing? I would rather pay less for our goods. I would rather pay less than... I would rather pay less for our goods. Well, I don't understand that. I guess we have a difference of opinion. I would rather pay less for our goods. Well, I'm sorry. Brian, explain how... Okay. Brian, explain how the tariffs is affecting the retail market on slot cars. Does it affect Hobby Lobby the same way it affects you? Okay, that's a very good question, Vic. Very good question, and I'm going to explain to you. No, it does not affect me the same way because Hobby Lobby is a much bigger retailer, and they can dictate to AutoWorld, hey, we're not going to pay the tariff. Okay, we're not. So we have a choice here as a country, all right? And I'll just make this very simple. You know, we have a choice as a country. Either we play fair, all the countries play fair on tariffs. Like, for example, Canada, I'm just going to use an examples of countries that are charging, us 200% if we bring our product into their country, but we don't charge them anything for them to bring their product into our country. Either it has to be fair or what are we going to be as a country? Are they just going to take advantage of us? That's really the question. Okay. And nobody has addressed it over the last 50 years. Okay. Because America wasn't, and China wasn't until 2000, China was not even in the picture, believe it or not. And it really wasn't an issue until China. And then China came in and just started dumping stuff. Okay. And now they're having problems. Okay. Lobby has they probably have a contract, but their cars all have to be at night. See, the issue is, okay, who's going to, is AutoWorld going to take a lower margin, or are they going to pass that on to the retailers, or the retailers then later to the consumer? Now, with some items that you're not even going to notice the difference, okay? But again, I go back to, do we want to be a manufacturing country anymore? If your answer is no, you don't want to be an American to be a manufacturing country, then that's fine. We put the tariffs at zero, and we don't care that we lose all our jobs. And that's really the question, okay? That's the basic question you have to answer, okay? And the question you have to answer yourself. Every one of you that's watching, the question has to be answered. Number one, do you want this country to make stuff in this country? If yes, okay, then it has to be fair. We can't allow BMW to bring cars in here with zero tariffs, and then they expect us, and then we can't ship cars into their country, but we've got 100% tariff. How is that fair, is what I'm getting at. How is that fair? Now, we can have a debate on, well, America's been taking No, we haven't, actually. We rebuilt Germany after World War II. Okay, we gave them a brand new, basically, economy after the war. We rebuilt the entire world after World War II. And now, some people could say, well, some of it's our fault. Yeah, I voted for Trump's tariffs. Are you kidding me? Why not? You know how much money was made in tariffs back in the 1800s? See, people think tariffs, people don't understand tariffs, number one. And people don't understand retail. People don't understand business. A lot of people, they think they understand. You know, it's like, okay, here's a prime example of tariffs, okay? I'm in a town of Wayne, okay? And all of a sudden, another retailer comes in town, and the city decides not to charge them taxes. They don't have to worry about taxes. But I have to pay all the taxes, okay? I have to pay all my taxes, and they're going to apply special fees on anything that I sell. But my competitor across the street, he doesn't have to pay any taxes. That's basically tariffs in a nutshell, okay? That's tariffs. Bryan, the economist. Well, you know, Arbuckle, that's a very good question. You call me an economist or economist. I've been in business. I've been running businesses since 1987, nearly half my life. Okay. So I do know the economics of business. I do understand how you make money and how you sell something. Okay. And that's something that I'm not an expert at, but I'm very good at it. Okay. And, you know, that is the, those are the truths. Bryan, Bryan, we are paying the price, not China. Oh no. Oh yes. China is you don't think China's being affected? Oh my gosh, China's being affected. After talking to Bill's in China right now. He's having all these factories in China are now having to go back. A lot of these factories in China are shutting down because they're losing sales because they can't keep up. And so things are going to other countries where there's no tariffs. Now, is it a perfect world? No. But again, so great. That's the Western provinces want to leave. Since the tariffs, I have bought 75 deluxe pit kits from the HL for half price, $6.50 each. Hobby Lobby. Well, they're not supposed to be selling pit kits at Hobby Lobby. For some reason, Hobby Lobby, like school taxes if you don't pay. Richard Cranium, so great. That's the Western provinces. So Bob at Electra Avenue says, but we're paying the price, not China. Well, we're paying it no matter what. Let me make this very clear. Okay. Either what? What do you mean?
It's just one baby.
Well, you don't know for sure.
Well, after today, we know for sure.
Not for sure, because you don't know what's behind it or around it, okay?
No, por cierto. Sí. Yes, it's for sure.
No, it's not. You don't know for sure until, believe me,
did a 3D image.
I know that, but sometimes babies can be masked by another baby, okay?
Okay. All right. Well, but yeah, they say everything's fine. She has no problems. And that's all good.
Okay, bye. All right, so the baby is good. Jesse's only having one. That's right, Bob. No, it's not a $30 tariff, okay? First of all, you guys got to understand how much the tariff, it's 30% from the raw or the imported good, okay? So, for example, let me just do an example, all right? So, if you have, let's say Auto World is, and some items, it's so insignificant that, buddy, I just let you know that I sent you an email with the correct information about Rooster Racing and Steve's Custom Wheels. So here, let me explain it to you in a simplified term. So let's say that you're buying something from China and your cost of that item is $1, okay? Let's just go to the simple terminology, $1. So you're paying $1, okay? $1. Now, because of the tariff, oh, come on. Of the tariff, you're going to have to pay another 30% on that dollar, okay? All right. So now that item is going to cost you $1.70. Okay, or no, I'm sorry, $1.30. Yeah, 30%. So you're going to pay $1.30 for that item that used to call you $1. So you're paying $1.30 for that item. Now, some retailers, okay, just so you know this, and some manufacturers have a built-in discount structure where it can be fluctuated between 10 and 15%. They can absorb that, okay? So with Auto World, they're charging us, which they did back in 2011 and 2022 because sea containers went so high, they're charging us an extra 10%. So we're being charged an extra 10% on all of our cars that we're buying from now on until the tariffs are settled, okay? But their price, you know, so let's do another example, okay? Vic shows your role. He is good with this. Bryan, you have a very old video where you explained tariffs for like 5 years, 15. Oh yes, 15 years ago. Yes, on Amazon, on Facebook. I did a bunch of videos on that on YouTube. They're somewhere on YouTube. So let's pretend that a slot car costs me from China $5. Let's say it cost me $5. Okay, so $5 and then 30%. So that'd be $1.50. All right. So I'm going to be charged not $5, but $6.50 for that item from the wholesale point. Okay. I'm going to be make sure those are taken out of inventory. And I'm going to have to really start charging something for people, you know. So basically, by giving one away a day, I'm basically, you know, not making any money on that. You know what I'm saying?
You are, because I always buy a second drink and they have.
Oh, you do? Okay. Well, then that means I'm breaking even.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I know. Doesn't help me. But anyways, just...
At least you're making some money from it.
No, I'm not. That's the whole point. Oh, my gosh. All right, so basically, a lot of manufacturers cover that sometimes in their pricing structure. So, you know, it's not the 30, it's not a big number like you think, okay, well, 30% is going to be a huge amount in the retail. It's not. You think it's retail. It has nothing to do with the retail. It's the manufacturing cost of the item in China, not what they're selling it to me for. It's it's costing them from China. And China now is lowering prices on prices so that the manufacturer can get them lower, okay, to basically the price doesn't change. I mean, I could go over this all day long. I know everybody's got their own opinion. I get it. I know everybody's got their own opinion about tariffs and everybody doesn't like them, and I understand that. And believe me, I understand. And I'm not going to knock you if you don't like tariffs. I'm not going to knock you if you like tariffs. All I'm saying is that if we want to live in a country that makes stuff in America, our stuff has to be sold to other companies in a fair way that they want their stuff to be sold in America. That's all I'm saying. So if we're sitting down around and say, hey, I don't want any tariffs, I say, great. Do you want any jobs in America? Yes. Well, then can't we at least be the same tariff that they charge our stuff in their country? Can't we just be the same or do away with the tariff? Haha, they don't. See, they don't. I do customs. Well, guys, what they're doing is they're moving stuff that's already made in China, bringing it in Vietnam, and then shipping it out of Vietnam. But that's already been caught. They've already been caught doing that. Okay, guys. No more of those $7 jobs. No, they're not anymore. They haven't had those kind of jobs. Well, let's see. My pay, I was looking at my Social Security. My first Social Security was back in 1977. That was the first. And then 78 when I was in the Navy, $1,100. $1,100. That was the first time I really started paying Social Security because I didn't make that much money back then. Well, guys, I hope everybody had a good day today. We had some good comments, a lot of comments. We got 55 people watching. We got 31 people on X today. Don't forget to check out all the wonderful stuff at ProTinkerToys.com. We have a lot of fun stuff available. We have a lot of things available at ProTinkerToys.com. We're not just a slot car and a cap gun store. We are a full-line hobby store. And today's episode was sponsored by Mexican Coke, Arbuckle's favorite drink. I don't think Arbuckle wanted me to come to his house because he probably didn't want me to see how much junk food that's in his house. Well, I want to thank everybody for watching the live stream. You guys have a wonderful day. I'm going to go bother Sarah because she's very intimidating. And I like to intimidate Sarah to seem like I'd like to try to get to bother Sarah so much that she cries. That would be fun to do, to try to get her to cry. What do you think, Sarah? Do you think it'd be easy to get you to cry, Sarah? What do you think?
Depends on what you do.
So if I scream and yell at you one day, do you think that would get you to?
Yes.
That would get you to start to cry. Why are you yelling at me, Mr. Young?
Yeah.
Is that it, you think?
That would work.
That would work? So if you learned, so obviously the audience here, have you learned, and what's the biggest thing you've learned about working here?
I don't know, to be honest.
You haven't learned anything?
I've learned a lot, but I don't know what the biggest thing would be.
Now, what do you like to, she likes to watch these, what are you watching?
It's a music playlist.
Oh my gosh.
So
Music
it's not completely quiet in here.
Well, you can turn that on.
I know, I play it through there sometimes.
All right, so guys, Sarah doesn't really know what she's learned here over the last year.
Almost 2.
Almost 2 years you've been here? Holy moly. You've tolerated me for 2 years. So I can't scream at you because that you would break down then, right?
Yeah. I would cry.
You would cry? You go, Bryan, why are you screaming at me? Is that how it'd be?
Probably.
You think so, huh? You sure I can't try?
I'd rather you not.
She would rather me I not. Unbelievable. Did you tell him about getting a new shirt?
Yeah. Still haven't gotten one yet.
You haven't
though.
gotten one yet? All right, I'll let him know. You're a 2X like me, right?
Yeah.
All right, guys, we are going to sign off. I got to go in my Mini Cooper. I'm not doing a live stream to get my Mini Cooper, so you guys can erase that from your brain matter. All right, we'll see you later on X. And now we're going to sign off on YouTube. And then I'm going to plug in all my devices. We had a really good day today. We showed off some cars. Tomorrow is Friday. We're going to be doing I'm going to try to do some Bryan's Bargains tomorrow. Now I got to plug everything in. Okay, so that iPad's already charged. We'll plug this one in. And then we'll plug the other one in so that Monday morning or tomorrow morning, all my iPads will be fully charged. I want to thank Arbuckle. I want to thank everybody for watching the live stream. Thank you very much. That is the painting my brother painted back in, when did he paint that? 2019 or 2020. That painting is for sale. It's $500 if you'd like to buy that painting. Okay, it's about 2 feet by 2 feet. It's an oil painting of the Aurora 55 by 55 Bel Air with yellow flames, no chrome on it. They didn't have chrome on the original. So if you'd like to buy that painting, you can do that for $500. And 30% of it will go to Tim, actually, too. It's actually worth $1,000, but he hand painted that. I remember him doing that. That was a beautiful job. Actually, he might have done that in 16 and 17 in the shed. Okay, guys, see you later.